free to have a seat, please. Family and friends of Margie and Dan, we're gathered here today to celebrate. We're gathered here today to see two people choosing to become a part of the other's life. We're gathered here today for a wonderful reason, and all of us, you and even me, we're all so lucky to be here. Margie and Dan, before we get started, I want to ask you to face the crowd and take a moment and look around. Special one-of-a-kind moments pass us by every day, so let's make sure that we experience this time. It's probably a pretty rare thing to have this collection of people together. Your immediate family sitting next to your extended family who are side by side with your friends. Maybe there are some coworkers here. I'm not sure when this group of people is going to be together again. So right now, and as we move through tonight, feel this one-of-a-kind mix of people and energy and love and support that comes from the two of you bringing us all together. We thank you for letting us be a big part of this day. Today is a great day. Let's get in tight here. Feel free. You're going to be family now here, so it's moving close. Today you are accepting a partner into your lives. You two are the ones who are going to leave here with a big change in your life. But that change, it actually affects all of us. Everyone who has come here today to support you, to show you their love, and even people who aren't here, those who couldn't make it for whatever reason, they'll have a stake in what's about to happen. Not as big a stake in the whole deal as you two have, but it will mean something to them and all of us. Especially in the near future, Margie, your friends, they may think of you after today, something you may haven't seen for a while, and they'll think of you, or something will happen to remind them of you, and they'll think, I wonder how Margie's doing. And then they'll remember today. And they'll remember that no matter what you're doing, you've got a great man by your side to do it with. And Dan, after today, after we get to experience the beautiful union of the two of you, your friends might not see you for a while. The next time they think of you, they'll probably rest easy and think, well, whatever Dan's doing, he's probably doing it with his brilliant and beautiful wife. So all of us are lucky today to be a part of this, but you two are the luckiest because today you have each other. You have each other, and you have love. George Eliot said, when we love, we come closest to the truest nature of ourselves. What does marriage do? It purges us of our selfish selves. It points us down a better road than the one we travel alone. It is the finality of our search for a companion and a beginning leading toward an eternity of thoughts that rise like the morning star. What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel that they are joined together to strengthen each other in all labor, to minister to each other in all sorrow, to share with each other in all gladness, and to be one with each other in silent, unspoken memories. Those are very brilliant words on love and marriage from George Eliot. And I especially like the part where he asks, what greater thing is there than for two human souls to join together to feel like they're strengthening each other? It feels amazing to be supported, to be loved, to be protected and cared for. You know, the only thing that might feel better than that, being supported, protected, loved, and cared for, may be when we actually do those things for another person, when we are supporting, when we are caring, when we are giving our love. Somehow, sometimes it feels better to give all those things, but it feels pretty good to receive them as well. Dan, Margie, you're here today to not only pledge your love and to give your love and devotion, but also to be ready to receive it from each other. This is a wonderful day because today and from here on out, you can look at each other and think, I love them. My love is for them, and their love is for me. Dan, your love is for Margie, and Margie, your love is for Dan. And receiving it is just as important as giving. The love can be the basis for great things, so allow it to push you to higher heights, to see this beautiful world in a new light, to feel like, even if only for a few moments in each day, in at least a small part of the world, everything is right because you two love each other. There may be all kinds of problems going on all across the globe, but if Dan is loving Margie, if Margie's loving Dan, at least one little corner of the world has it just right. I get to take part in my marriage every day, and I'm privileged to work with weddings, the beginning of marriage. So I hear a lot of different ceremonies. I see all kinds of different ways that people pledge their love and devotion to one another, and there are about as many different kinds of ceremonies and elements of those ceremonies as there are different people out there. So I'm lucky to have seen a lot of different ways that people create their marriages. But through all the different ceremonies that I see, there's a common thread, And it seems like the pastor or presiding officiant feels the need to remind the couple that there's that worst part in the for better or worse. They always want to remind the couple how difficult marriage is. Now, I have no doubt that marriage has challenges, but life without marriage has its challenges, doesn't it? Marriage makes life easier because we have someone that cares for us. We know that someone loves us, and it's pretty much easier to get up and do everything or anything when we know that. With marriage and with a partner, we always have someone to advise us, someone that we trust, and someone that we can talk to about anything. We have someone to sleep with and to wake with, and who will think about us on nights when we're away. We have a person to check on us, to dote on us, and to love us. We have someone to do those little things that we sometimes just don't have the time to do. We also have someone who may call us out if we aren't doing the right things. Margie, I know you're an exceptionally hard worker, and you'll say yes to just about anything anybody asks you, but Dan might remind you to think about yourself a little bit. It might make your life a little bit easier. There's a whole host of ways that you two will contribute to making the life of your partner easier. Because when there's two instead of just one, there's two pulling the weight. I'm sure it's already been easier, even over the past year, as you two have fallen in love. Dan, those long hauls between Cheyenne and North Platte probably started to look a little bit different when you knew there was a hike with Margie and Ellie at the end of it. And Margie, after you met Dan, endless pages of data and stats probably took a different glow from the screen, knowing that the guy that you dig is single-handedly moving millions of tons of freight across the country. But your manly man will be home soon. And to make sure everyone understands the connection that formed immediately between these two, when they set up their first date, they did it over a couple of text messages. And then Dan left Margie a voicemail. And she saved that voicemail the whole time because she knew something was different with this guy. So maybe not tonight, but in the future, you might ask her to play it for you. You still have it? Yeah, she still has it. So she'll play it for you because she knew something was different. And Dan, I'll bet the move from North Platte to Fort Collins was a transition, but what a nicer transition realizing that you were falling in love with Margie. What could take something like Rocky Mountain National Park and hikes to the alluvial fan more beautiful? Experiencing that same thing with someone that you love. What could make the view from Horsetooth Rock more spectacular? What makes a band on Old Town Square stage sound better? Or a trip to the brewery more fun? You do, for him. And you do for her. You are better together. As Dan and Margie create a new marriage, partnership, union, and family today, they're also going to create a unique piece that signifies their unity, blending two different kinds of sand together, two individual contributions forming one beautiful whole that will last forever. There will be no jar of colored sand that is like this one, just like there's no relationship that is like yours. So please.
When the rain's blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, there is no one there to dry your tears. Well, I could hold you for
Is that Bronco colored sand?
Bears.
Bears!
Oh, you haven't made your mind up yet.
Can we have the rings, please?
I could never.
Thank you, gentlemen. These beautiful rings that go on forever with no beginning and no end signify your love for each other. Dan, you place this ring on Margie's hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you and pledge to you my love and devotion forever. Margie, place this ring on Dan's hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you and pledge to you my love and devotion forever.
Pledge to you my love and devotion forever.
You can join both of your hands. Dan, if you would repeat after me. Margie, all that I am and all that I have, I offer to you in love and joy. From this day forward, I will love and comfort you, hold you close, prize you above all others, and remain faithful to you all the days of our lives. Margie, repeat after me.
Okay.
Dan,
Dan,
I take you to be my husband
I take you to be my husband
from this time onward,
from this time onward,
to join with you
to join with you
and to share all that is to come,
and to share all that is to come,
to be your faithful wife,
to be your faithful wife,
to give and to receive,
to give and to receive,
to speak and to listen,
to speak and to listen,
to inspire and to respond.
to inspire and to respond.
I am with you
And with you
all the days of our lives.
all the days of our lives.
Our wish for both of you today is that your marriage will bring much happiness and joy. Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created, and it is created in the following ways. It is never too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at least once a day. It is at no time taking the other for granted. It is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together, facing life. It is forming a circle of love that gathers in the whole family. It is doing things for each other not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humor. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It's finding room for the things of the Spirit. It is a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's establishing a relationship in which independence is equal, dependence is mutual, and obligation is reciprocal. It is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Margie and Dan, having expressed your mutual desire to be married in the presence of all of us today, and by the power granted to you and all of us by the great state of Colorado, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. May you be poor in misfortunes and rich in blessings. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Hubner.